What's going on, guys? Oh, before we get started, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Welcome to the Church of the Bad Wolf. Why do I say that? Because, well, maybe, just maybe, I'll become a minister. Let's take a look. Well, I guess before we get started, hit that bell, like, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Welcome to the tribe. The truth will not be denied. Just your favorite, infamous, foreign national, born natural, 8 USC 1401A, Cornell Law EDU, because I know you guys watch too, just like the Department of State, and the FBI, and CIA, and all the rest of you guys. And you police officers, and you lawyers, and you judges, and you haters, and you gurus, and you other people on YouTube. I see it all. Thanks for watching. So, what am I talking about in this video? Well, as I kind of mentioned in the beginning, possibly becoming a minister. Now, what are all the benefits of becoming a minister? Let's take a look. Let's take a gander. Let's look around. Charlie Brown, Homie the Clown. Now, the reason why I make mention of this, and it's funny that this is the top result here because this is actually where I was going to be going anyway, is, and we are not affiliated. We're only educationally not promoting, but providing information on it. So, if you do use this or them, their services, we're not responsible for any of that. Fair use. But I've been hearing people talk about Universal Life Ministries and becoming a minister for free. What? Yeah. So some of you guys, people out there, ladies, gentlemen, ladies, who are like, don't have any side hustles, y'all need to watch my videos on how to get some side hustles. And look, you can't even say that you can't afford it. You can become one for free. And then you can put your own web page or Facebook page or whatever else. And literally, I mean, obviously not give your services away for free, but find out what the average price of a minister is. And maybe we can cover that if I remember it. And then minister and make money. Okay. But one of the things that I would tell you guys before getting married, and this is no offense to anybody who's already married, you got to be a damn fool to get married in this day and age. You really do. But if you're going to get married, don't be a fool and get married through the state. It's a trap. Sure, you get your little credits or whatever else. Do you know why they give you credits? First of all, let's back up. Marriage or union, common law marriage, common law union, is really between you, your person or persons, and God, whatever you guys come up with. That's why the federal government does not provide a marriage license or whatever else or certificate, because that is a private matter. And who should be doing private matters? Private citizens, nationals of the United States. GPL Style Manual, Section 5.23. The following forms will be used for the natives of the several states: New Yorker, Floridian, Californian. That's the private side. You are supposed to create your own record of marriage, of union, common law, whatever. That's you. The government doesn't even do it. If the government doesn't do it, then you can do it. If there's no law by the government against it, you can do it. If there is a law against it, you can try to petition the government to change that. If you're not hurting anybody or whatever else, then you are exercising a right and a or not, shouldn't say benefit, a right and a freedom. There's no way, unless you're a fool ass fool, or as my friend Ange used to say, you're a bitch ass bitch. I like that one. Should you, unless you're some 304 and you're a dumbass dude, be getting married on the state level? Let's be honest. Sorry, not sorry. Tear gone, sad no more. If you want real truth, real talk, not that I don't give it to you guys here, but unrestricted, join me on my YouTube channel. We're almost to 6,000 people already. So thank you guys for helping me build over there. Badwolf Unrestricted on YouTube. Go ahead. I'll wait until you get over there before I finish my very intellectual and informational piece here. Or maybe at the end of the video, I'll have it pop up or somewhere in the middle here. All right. When you see it, click it. There's no reason anybody, because unless you're a simp dude with money or a little bit of scratch, or don't get me wrong, there are some exceptions, some really good, nice people and whatever else. But I'll tell you this, and this is going to sound bad. This is how I usually talk on my unrestricted YouTube channel, Badwolf Unrestricted. The way modern life is, and if you're going to date, especially a modern female, there's no benefit for the man. And you're involving the state in it. At any point in time, either partner, so I'm not going to put it all on women, can take advantage of the other person. But generally, whoever's walking into it with more money, which is usually the man, and his savings and his house and whatever else, if he has it, I'm not talking about the scrubs out there, ladies. There's no benefit. If she decides or whatever you got going on to get divorced from you because they're bored or they've got this modern mentality, they've got a 304 past, they want to be a wife, but they don't know how to be a wife. That's a difference there. Getting married makes you a wife, but then there's the actual filling the part. I could say I would love to work at a nuclear physics department. Okay, cool. They'd say, hey, you can do it. Go ahead. And I get in there, I don't know a damn thing about that. I don't know about the sacrifices, the knowledge, the this and the that's of that. I'm not qualified. So a lot of females out there are not qualified to be a wife, but that's what they want to be. And at any point in time, all of your stuff can be taken. Marriage, and don't get me wrong, some guys do get females in the process, but generally the way our system is designed, sorry, but this is the truth. The female will win in those scenarios. So as a male, if you're gonna get married, make sure you have a prenup. Period. Non-negotiable. If she complains about it, you can always be like, well, look, I can always put certain things in a trust that if we break up or we have kids or whatever else, you and the kids will be taken care of. But some of y'all don't even make it that far. Some of y'all get baby trapped. So to be with somebody for 6 months, a year married, and then somebody gets bored and gets to take half of your stuff, as somebody who narrowly avoided that my damn self, it's a trap. Furthermore, it's a state trap. The government doesn't get involved because they're like, that's on you. Do what you want to do. Get married, don't get married, stay together. You don't need a piece of paper. The piece of paper is really only for state provided and certain federally provided benefits for U.S. citizens under the 14th Amendment, tax breaks and whatever else, because you're saying I'm one of you. If you believe in the Bible or God, you shouldn't have anybody between you and your person and the creator. But yet you do. You have brought the state into the matter. And through the state, then the government has a little shenoogle in there, but primarily the states. Then the states get paid. They get paid on your marriage, they get paid on your union, and they get paid when you get divorced. And then the divorce proceedings, they win again because now it's going to go to one of the courts. Now they're going to volley back and forth because that's what a court is, a match between different sides orchestrated by one, governed and controlled by these two. So you have a 75% chance of not making it through that gamut. Whereas if you have a prenup in place, bare minimum. Otherwise, What you should do is have a private contractual agreement, an accord, if you will, between you and them. Get it notarized, make it living. As things change, you add new documents to it. You both have to agree. Both people get a copy. If one person's copy doesn't match the other person's and they're both not signed, say you have kids. Okay, babe, we just had kids. What happens if one of us decides, okay, we're both going to write up one draft. If he or she leaves or cheats, the other person can get full custody and placement. The other person is the one who cheated, they don't get shit. Then you can also put in there everything that he has or she has is kept separately all throughout marriage. What we put into this particular trust, and you create a trust, we will split at that point in time the bank account for just that money. The kids, we can say, no matter what happens, we both get equal time. Whatever you decide to do, that's you. You create it. Let me tell you right now, and this is going to sound somewhat hypocritical. Look, y'all should not be just out here hoeing and doing bullshit, having kids and whatever else. But it's going to happen. We've all, we're all guilty of some to some degree. But gentlemen, protect your seed. If there's a female out there acting like an adult-sized girl, she's of age, and she's moving like she's community property, use her as that. Do not try to wife that. Do not protect your shit. Ladies, you see a guy out there and he's too smooth, and you think you can change him. He's the bad boy. He ain't got nothing in his name, living in his basement, and you're giving him pussy or whatever else, then use him for what he is. Not that you should be running up your numbers, because that does hurt you, damages you mentally, physically, socially, genetically, energetically, and then bonding in the future for the good man that apparently you say you want. So if you're gonna be a hoe, just be a hoe. Stay there. Do not leave. Do not pass go. Stay as a hoe. You're gonna stay a player dude out there. Don't waste these females' times. Just keep playing with the ones who want to be played with. Problem is when people want to try to switch gears and become somewhat good. Good people, stay good out there. Don't have a hoe phase. Don't be just stay the course. When you muddle things, that's where controversy and problems come in at. I thought she was a good girl. I thought he was a good dude. And for the love of God, male or female, have better discernment on who you lay down with for all of those reasons. Kids, STDs, trouble, baby daddy, baby mama, blah, blah, blah. But I digress. You're grown. I'm just saying we need to do better than that. And that includes me too. I'm not saying that. I've been through half of this. Why do you think I'm saying, talking about it now? I lived it. So if you're gonna embark in marriage, weigh those things first. Ladies, understand that guys, in our minds, we do not ever, and I talk more about like this and in this way, on Badwolf Unrestricted. So if you can't handle it, don't join that channel over there. All right. Because I'll hurt your feelings. Who's this? Oh, okay. Some stuff. Some stuff arrived. All right, whatever. Um, protect yourselves, protect your bodies, protect your minds. And some people I've known who were married on a state level turn their stuff in, no longer operate that way, have done their own private thing. You don't have to. I'm just telling you, it's bad when you marry somebody who's a deceptive hoe. Yeah, not so like a Decepticon. A deceptive hoe, male or female, pretends to play the part, and you're not looking at it because you're thinking you're in love, and it's usually just your naughty bits talking for you, hijacking your brain. To set the hose, male or female, will be a guy or girl who plays the part well enough to get what they want from you. You need to slow it down and do your investigative work. Some people aren't smart enough to figure it out, and that's sad. But some people aren't smart, but they get it right. So there's that. Let's get back over it. So let's look at the benefits of a ministry or being a minister, and we'll go from there. So before we check out the Universal Life Ministries, let's see what the old AI has to say on it. So becoming a minister offers numerous benefits, including spiritual fulfillment, community leadership, legal recognition, and opportunities for personal growth and service. And of course, financial income and compensation. So for some of y'all, it could be that you're going to fulfill a deep spiritual calling, helping your community, being a leader, and being looked up to. Others, you're just going to have a positive impact on people's lives because you're going to be there at their events such as weddings, funerals, personal crises. This also will allow you to get into certain places by having this religious denotation. You'll be able to provide support, guidance, counseling. You can charge for that too. This also helps social recognition, community service, outreach programs, local needs, positive change. Legal authority. Ordained ministers are authorized to perform various legal functions, such as solemnizing marriages, and this varies by state to state. This also may, there also are tax benefits. So if you're doing everything you're doing it under your ministry or as a minister, you will have certain tax deductions for the work and financial advantages. Comes with continuous learning and, of course, a flexible schedule. So once the video is over, I'm going to put my information in, get their little newsletter, and get ordained now. So their ministers have performed thousands of weddings, baptisms, funerals, operate their own churches. I would recommend a 508 c1a. 20 million people have been ordained through Universal Life Church. All should be free to worship as they see fit. Get ordained online. I think you have to pay for the document, but other than that, it's free. So worth it. Definitely want to have that. So look, you've got people like Conan O'Brien, Benedict Cumberbatch, Lady Gaga. Okay, that's interesting. Cardi B, Sir Ian McKellen, all are ministers. I mean, I think we know what church denomination some of these people, uh, you know, officiate for, but I'll leave that alone here. All right, so they can provide a letter of good standing, T-shirt, card, wedding package, classic, ordination pack. And you can serve under all of these. Now, of course, certain people, certain religions may have their own way, like Obviously, if you're not Jewish, you don't speak Hebrew. Some of them might want you to speak Hebrew. Some of them, as long as you're going to do the paperwork for, in their way, but for them, you'll be fine. Okay. If you want to read more about them, they've been established since 1977. Phone number, you go to their About Them minister login. So apparently here, you'll be able to log in once you create your an account. You can get their stuff if you need stuff on performing a wedding, give you training, marriage laws, become a minister. No experience needed. All are welcome. All right, but that's it. So that's it, guys. So, depending on how your life is moving, this could be a side hustle. This could be your main thing. This could be something you can use when, hell, even doing right to travel. You're an ordained minister. This is church property. Here's my card. Top of my plates has Badwolf Unincorporated Church, 508 c1a. This is church property. Now there are some other things, and let's back up. Let's go back there for 1 second. Okay, let's go. Forming sacerdotal functions, draft, military exemptions. So as a minister, you are exempt from military, hospital access, prison access, institutional access, tax exemptions, clergy, penitent privilege for law in a court of law, criminal confessions. I've heard even things of the name change, but not, it wasn't clear. So let's take a look here. Official rites of passage, religious or faith-based name certificates. Some religions, ministries, or spiritual paths practice a name change rite, baptismal name change, spiritual name certificate, or confirmation names. While this faith-based certificate is fully recognized within your specific religious community, is not legally binding name change for governmental agencies, but you can use this. And remember, under common law, this is all you need. So, though it's not legally binding, it can be accepted as evidence to help with your name change. Legal requirement: if your faith based name is different from your standard married name, or you're not getting married, you must file a legal petition for your state to get it changed. Okay. So, but this can be used as proof, evidence. Okay. So there you have it. If you guys are wanting to be pious or shalom or whatever else it is, go get it done for free and make some money and help people and live a more enlightened life. I'll talk to you guys later. Hit that bell, like, subscribe. Welcome to the tribe. I'll talk to y'all later.